Hello guys, me again. How you doing? The weather seems to have broken for a second. We seem to be having cloudy skies. I'll give you a look. Yeah, cloudy skies. It's not terrible. Do you know what I'm saying? There's people are mostly putting up with more devastation or weather elsewhere, but you know, for my little piece of utopia here in Scotland, for the time being, it's pretty good. But yeah, at least you guys know me a little bit now, better than obviously when I first started doing these videos. You know, I'm one of these people that don't believe we should take from the earth unless we can replace it, i.e. a tree. You know, if you cut down a tree, you should plant a tree, at least one tree in its place. If you take away, you know, a rose bush, you should replace it with something, you know, taking from nature and giving back to nature. Which brings me on to the subject of the human race believing it has the right to exterminate animals. We started a bomb by the animal kingdom, if you makes it easier for some people. I know it's a tradition in some countries to eat dogs and cats, rats, mice, that kind of thing. But universally, they have a bigger, you know, destiny than just being, you know, a piece of food on your plate. Working up to wild animals, where you see hunters taking out rhinos, elephants, giraffes, cheetahs, tigers, lions, that kind of thing. All the way up to capturing them, putting them in amusement parks, zoos, for no educational purpose whatsoever. Now, if you look up why they put animals in zoos, it's for educational purposes. But like one man once said, you know more about the dinosaurs than you know about elephants. The elephants are in zoos. So, you know, always brings me back to the balance of life. Like I say, removing a tree and replanting another one. Some of you don't agree with me, and some of you may think that my ideas are a little bit far-fetched, but you know, compared to the world that we live in and the world that we have to put up with on an everyday basis, I don't think that, you know, my ideas are outlandish. For instance, the silverback gorilla that was killed because of whatever reason, you know, the child falling in, parents not looking after it, not being, you know, protective barrier behind the enclosure, or even just the animal being in there in the first place. We should put that man in a cage, you know, an enclosure with a silverback gorilla. That dentist that took out a lion or a tiger, I think it was a tiger or a lion. We should lock him in a enclosure with a lion. Because it seems, as a human, you point a gun, you point a tranquilizer at something, and that's fine. But on the reverse side, it's not so good. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to see it, you know, and it's just one of these weird ideas. You know, I wouldn't endorse doing shit like that, but maybe it would bring up more of an understanding for the human race not to exterminate animals that have done nothing to you whatsoever. But that's just, you know, a thought out of my head, bringing balance to the universe, to the planet. You can't have good without bad. You can't have bad without good. Everybody has good and bad within them. It depends on which day they act upon, or which second they act upon the good or the bad that they have. So as usual, guys, peace and love.